Lord have mercy, y'all. It has been a motherfucking day.
Jackchat.
Let's just take it all the way back to last night, actually. I, it's my one day off a week, usually. Sometimes I get a few more, but Tuesdays are the days we're closed, so I get to play. And I did play. I had a great day. But, I got a little lit last night, as I do sometimes. And it really, I guess, set my body into turmoil. I'm not sure. But I went to bed at 1 a.m. I don't think that's too egregious. Like, there are definitely times where I have been up playing into the wee hours of the night. And been way more lit the house down boots than I was last night. I did have a whole bottle of vodka. It was only it wasn't a huge bottle, but I did have a whole bottle. And I wasn't even that lit. I don't know what happened because some nights she turns me out. But last night, I don't know. I wasn't getting my puss. I definitely was feeling her, but I wasn't lit like I wanted to be. I wasn't where I wanted to be. If I'm gonna drink that much, at least do something, because I don't really, and you know what, this morning I wasn't really feeling it, but this morning I had to be at work at 10:30, and my ass didn't wake up till 11:30, oh my god, and I don't do that. My body told me I needed something, apparently, but I don't do that. I am usually an early bird who gets my worm, I feel like if I stay up or if I stay in bed past 9:30, 10, I have wasted my whole morning. I cherish my morning. If something throws my motherfucking morning off, my whole day is thrown off. And that very thing happened today. And it kind of fucked me up. Because first thing in the morning, I look at my phone, I see my alarms going off, but it's making no noise. What is that about? Why? What is the point of having an alarm if it's not going to make noise? Wake my ass up. I need it to, grow an arm and whack me with a fucking hammer if I'm not getting up. Wake up, bitch. Because I am not one of those motherfuckers. The motherfuckers whose alarms go off when they don't need to. You're at a sleepover or you have your friend over or something, and their random ass alarm is going off 3 motherfucking times in the morning. What are you doing? Is it on a schedule, bitch? What? I set my alarm, and if I don't, I have to reap what I sow. But I set it last night, and you can motherfucking gag me if you want, but I set it. I set that shit the responsible diva I am. I said I am getting up. It was set for 8:30. That is 3 hours before I woke up. There's what? What? I did not snooze that shit. It was still going in the morning. But I don't know. And my boss tried to call me 5 times. Other bitches tried to call me because they thought I was dead as hell. And you know what? I was dead as fuck to the world. And I kind of wish I stayed in that state because, honey, I felt like I got bomb-ass sleep last night. Bomb-ass sleep. I was deep in REM. That bitch, I don't get no sleep because of y'all. She could clack the pans next, inches from my ear. I would have been me. Because I was tired. You can't expect this bitch to keep going and going and going all the time. I am just a little girl. And, because I want to hang out with my friends so much, but my friends, we always hang out on my days off. And then when I'm not having a day off where I'm available to hang out with people, then I'm working. And it's not a day off. But I don't know, because I love it and I need to cherish those moments. But sometimes I need my alone time. And I don't know. I feel a little drained socially. I need a really good alone night where I'm recuperating. when I was younger in my journals, I used to write these like scenarios down of like just shit that sounds so fucking fire. And let me recite you one that I remember. I remember it's raining outside. I'm in the living room. It's lit by candles and maybe one lamp. It's raining, mind you, it is raining. It's a nice fall rain. It is fall. And I'm eating like, y'all can fucking sleep on Pizza Hut. I think that shit is gas. I don't care if you don't like Pizza Hut. It might not even be like that close to pizza, because if I want like pizza in the sense of like pizza, like I want fucking pizza, I'm not gonna go to Pizza Hut. I get that. But Pizza Hut for what it is, like Pizza Hut, just, she's in her own category. Domino's could never, Papa John's could never. Pizza Hut is just sitting by herself. She has been here this whole time. Like, oh my god, in the salad bar, the old, like, the classic Pizza Huts. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. That shit was fire. Getting those cups and then the fountain, the salad bar. My Pizza Hut in my town used to have these mints that had, like, peppermint on the outside, and then the center was, like, cinnamon. Girl, those were so good. I would take handfuls and shove them in my pockets to have for later. I loved those mints so much. I loved them. I remember one time, though, I was sucking on one of those at Walgreens. We were getting a DVD from the Red Box, and I swallowed it whole. Literally thought I was going to die. And you know what? I took that shit. That's disgusting. Never mind. Cut that. But yeah, Pizza Hut was that girl. And so anyways, in this dream scenario, I have Pizza Hut takeout. I got boneless wings. I got breadsticks. They used to have waffle fries that were so fire. I don't know. I haven't ordered Pizza Hut in so long. Actually, no. Scratch all of that. We're getting the big fucking dinner box. And it comes with the breadsticks, the wings, and a cheese and a pepperoni pizza. Girl, for $20-something, I don't know if it's still $20-something, but back in the day, it was like $20 or $25 for all that. And you got a 2-liter. Oh my god, bitch. Look, my friends and I wore that deal out back in the day. We loved that. We would all get together. We would split it. It would be like $5 each, and we would all eat that shit. Oh my god, I love Pizza Hut. When I made a short film, there was a Pizza Hut nearby, and I got Pizza Hut on set. Honey, that shit really, it boosted the morale. The bugs were attacking, and we fought them off with our breadsticks, bitch. But yeah, so that's my dream scenario. Oh, I'm also watching, I think in my journal, I wrote that I was going to watch, like, just a movie that was on cable, like a Disney Channel original movie, or like, oh my god, you know what's so nostalgic? Cartoon Network used to have, like, movies on Friday nights, and it would be, like, Series of Unfortunate Events, or, like, Monster House, or, like, those kind of, like, weird movies that they wouldn't put on other networks, I guess. But that shit was so nostalgic. Oh my god, Cartoon Network really, like... So I wasn't a blank kid, like a Disney, Nick, or Cartoon Network kid. I have my experience with all three, because I couldn't be tied down to one network. I was a little unfaithful, but what I experienced, I got a little taste of everything. I was at the buffet of cartoons and kid shows, and I feel like I'm very well versed because I was keeping up with that shit. I loved it. Oh my gosh. And stuff now really could never. It doesn't hold a candle. Like, the stuff now is cute. That shit's gorgeous. And cute is cute. But Gorgeous Devour's cute. Jackchat. I also remember in my journal writing that I had this guy that I had a crush on there. Ooh. And I was like, oh my god. I remember one of them had, like, him and I were sharing a McDonald's, like, 20-piece nugget and fries. I was that specific with it, y'all. Like, I was that specific. I really wanted the fantasy because that shit when I was younger, like Friday nights were the tea at my house. We would have everyone over. We would order pizza from like either Pizza Hut or the local place, or we would make fucking like chicken nuggets and fries in the oven. And it was just so fierce. Like, my family has always been a frozen appetizer family. We love finger foods. We love to just have app night. Like, gosh, and I'd love to scour the frozen food section. That is something, like, me and my mom have expressed our love, devoted love to grocery shopping. Oh my goodness gracious me. We love to go to the store and fucking rip that bitch to shreds. We love to scour every aisle. We're looking for the treasure, mama. Because do y'all know how much new shit the grocery store gets all the time? I'm keeping up with the snack releases just like these gay bitches are keeping up with like Gaga releases. I keep up with Gaga releases too. Who am I talking about? But the snack shit, oh my god. They are coming up with new shit all the time. And I really think we're in a snack renaissance. Because the everything bagel was so tired. Everything was everything bagel. We need to let those old flavors go and pick up some new ones. And I think, like, kind of, low-key Hollywood could take a page from that book, too. Because why is Tom Cruise in another movie? Does he have enough money? Does he need money? What is he doing? He's in so many movies. And he's been in so many movies since, like, his erection. Well, I keep saying erection instead of, like, establish or insurrection. No, what? I don't know. But I don't even, like, think that... I just really want to see new faces, fresh faces. What happened to introducing blank as the big star? What happened to that? We need more of that. Because that is exciting. That's fun. And I want to see bitches get opportunities. And low-key, I mean, I want opportunities too. But other people can have them because we just need, like, we need some fresh. The shit is getting expired. We are very nearing the expiration date on some of these hoes. And I love them. They're so talented. But it is taking the place of, like, really cunty people who deserve a spotlight. You know? Like, they have their recognition, they have their achievements. Why don't they take a producer spot and they, you know what's funny? Because they do. They produce and star in these movies. And that's fine. Get your bag, because I'm not actually watching them anyways. So I don't know why I care. But I just think that we should open the door for divas. Like, let's leave the door open. Because also, like, old people kind of run everything. And I think that's kind of weird because they're a little, like, it seems like a lot of them are a little detached from what's really happening on these streets that we are in. We are forced to run. So, I think, like, we just need to open the door. We need to turn the lights on. We need to get some AC up in here because I'm fucking sweating. And I don't know. I do see a lot of young baddies taking the main stage, and I think that's fierce. But they're I don't know. Y'all get what I'm saying. I just want to see some fresh funk getting changed up. But it's happening. We just gotta be patient. Oh, anyways, I was late for work today, and there were really no repercussions. I thought my manager was mad at me. I don't know. I got, like, just the slight hint of, like, a hint of lime chip, slight hint of attitude, but I get it. I was 2 hours late. I mean, I kind of have to, like, understand that it puts her in a difficult position of not knowing, like, if I'm alive, first of all. But, yeah, so I came in 2 hours late. Just the vibes were off today. Our internet went out. It was hot. I was sweating boots. And I was just so ready to leave by the end of the day. And you know what? I scurried out that door. I left a Jackson-sized hole in the wall. I said, bye, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. I had to go. And unfortunately, that's been happening a lot at work recently. And I don't like that because I used to have so much fun pretty much all the time there. But it is what it is. Things change. I was ready to go. And the heat does not help. I think the heat, our restaurant is so hot. You know, there's a kitchen back there. And outside, Mother Nature is not being forgiving this week. Like, it is hot, hot, hot. And it's not even July yet. Kind of pisses me off. Like, you step outside, immediate buckets of sweat everywhere. Everything is perspirating. I'm wet. I'm drenched. My hair has never been greasier. I have never, like, oh my God, I wear deodorant. I wash my ass. I put on cologne. And I still stink like a motherfucking street rat. Like, what the fuck? This heat is treacherous, y'all. This Virginia heat is making me feel like I'm in Rango, bitch. And you know, I am seeing mirages. I am starting to see signs of, like, delusion. Because it's not good. I feel like I'm getting seasonal depression from the heat. Since when were them people scared of heat? When I was a little girl growing up in the hills of Vegalata, my favorite time of year was Christmas time. Ask me why. There wasn't an ounce of snow, but oh, the coquito would flow. As we sang the aguinaldo, the carnival would begin to grow. Business is closed. I wish it motherfucking was. When we don't have internet, why are we still open? I mean, it got fixed eventually, but and you know, this is probably why I don't run the restaurant, but I'm just saying, is it really that worth it to make everyone miserable? I would close. And you know what? The $40 I made today, I don't know if that was that worth it. Oh, that's so sad. But it's okay. Anyways, back to my day yesterday. Because I had a good time yesterday. I think overall I'm going to look back and say yesterday is a thumbs up. It was a good day. And it started, I went to the movies at 11 a.m. by myself. And that's nothing new for me. I have been a going to the movies alone diva for years. I think it's one of the most therapeutic, relaxing things ever. It is so fun. You are just sitting there with yourself, watching something that you don't have to be distracted by. Oh, are they liking it? Are they involved? Which, you know what? Who gives a fuck anyways? But you just get to be unencumbered. I get to sit with my fucking gooch out. Like, I get to sit in that chair like a fucking gay person. Like, God intended. Like, oh God, I love it. Like, I was sprawled the fuck out in that reclining chair. And let me tell you about my movie strategy. Because I really finessed the system. And I don't even feel bad. And I don't know why you should feel bad about sneaking food into the movies. Why is that even, like, something that is not allowed? Money scheme. It's a scamala. Jackchat. Anyways, when I go to the movies, I go crazy and I go stupid. I roll up kind of, like, off my ass a little bit. I've played a few games in the parking lot by now. And I am very excited for this adventure. And I get my ticket. And I have my tote bag. And I, like, you know, as a gay man, I can carry around a tote bag. And it's funky, fashionable, fit, cunt. I love a bag. I love a purse. I love a purse. I love a satchel. I just love anything to carry things, but I don't use it that often. But when I'm going in the movies, honey, she is locked and loaded. And I'm not going to the Dollar Tree and getting some candy. I'm not going to Walmart. And I'm not getting snacks, honey. I'm going to McDonald's and I'm getting a 10-piece nugget meal with a large fry, extra honey mustard, and a large Diet Coke. But I'm not puncturing the straw yet because everything is getting packaged and put into my motherfucking tote bag and like secure under my arm because that ice likes to rattle. But bitch, I got shit in my purse. That shit's gonna rattle. So I'm coming in smelling like literal fried food, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm coming in with my meal and I'm ready to watch this movie. So I don't go to the concessions, which makes me look a little crazy, but I'm also a 22-year-old man coming to the movies at 11 a.m. to see a kid's movie by himself. So, you know what? Shame is already out the window. So I come in, I take my seat, and I'm not the only, older bitch here. Because it's How to Train Your Dragon, by the way. That's what I went and saw yesterday. That, the amount of little kids in there, I was like, y'all will never understand the fierceness that y'all are about to witness. Oh my god, that movie was so cunt. I really, back in the day, I loved How to Train Your Dragon, the book. I thought that was so fierce because I was just obsessed with anything that was a fake handbook. I loved to learn lore. I loved, a guide. I feel like Adventure Time definitely had one. The Amazing World of Gumball had one. I had one for Ninja Turtles. I had one for the Minions. I wish I still had that book. It's probably somewhere in here because it had, a way to learn the Minion language. And I need to learn the Minion language. But, I always wanted the Gravity Falls journal, with all the info in it that they made into a book. Never got it. But, damn, I loved a handbook. I still do. I probably have hella up in my room somewhere. But damn, I did love a handbook. But what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, I loved How to Train Your Dragon back in the day, the book. Because we read it in school. In school. It's not funny, I've got school. We read it in school. And I thought it was fierce. The movie came out. I thought it was fierce, but I only watched the first one. I don't really know what happens in the sequels. But, yeah, it didn't impact me hella like other things did, but it was really good. I mean, everyone knows that's a great-ass movie. And I love a creature. I love a creature. Like dragons, mermaids, Bigfoot, aliens. I'm obsessed with creatures and monsters, anything of that sort. And being able to see dragons, IRL, feeling like I was sitting there about to train my own dragon, and the shots were so cunty, y'all. Everything was beautiful and stunnalicious. It was a feast for the eyes, and these dragons turned out so good. They were like the cartoons, but real, you know? I think that was the goal. But there was this one specific well, actually there were a lot of dragons. But, okay, I want to talk about these dragons, actually. There was a two-headed dragon that we all know and love. That one was fierce. The way the dragons, breathed, shot shit from their mouth. Oh my god. You could see it charging up. Oh, loved it. The fat dragon was cute as fuck. The little tiny dragon, cute. But I was obsessed with the dragon that was on fire. His whole body was on fire. That guy was so pussy. Oh my god. It was epic. And then the big ass dragon, the queen dragon that eats all the other dragons. It was so cool. You know the fear of giant things is that let's look it up. Fear of giant things. Fear of giving birth. What is that? Megalophobia. I don't have that. I think giant things are so cool. But when I do watch action movies and shit, I get a little pissed off when they start destroying everything. That really does irk me. I'm like, someone's gonna have to rebuild that, especially when a bitch is destroying the city. That's so annoying. That's so much infrastructure and money. And how do they just cut right back to, woohoo, we rebuilded funding! Funding from where? Who's spending all that money to rebuild that city? Because I know it's not fucking Godzilla. Not Godzilla LLC. Honey, they are not rebuilding that city, so who's doing it? All the construction workers died because they were in the middle of building shit and they got thrown into the river. Like, who's building it? Who's rebuilding the city? Also, at the end of Lilo and Stitch, when they rebuilt their house, that shit's ugly. The first house is so much cuter. They had to modernize it too much, and I wasn't having it. They should have just made a 1-to-1 replica of the old house, because what are you doing? There's so much cuteness and nostalgia and memories, and y'all wanted to make some fucking laboratory? Okay, because y'all got an alien and think you're fucking high-tech now. No. Remember your roots, honey. It's Ohana. It's not Balalekda. Jackchat. So then yesterday I had a play date with my friends. We made t-shirts. Me and my friend have craft days sometime on Tuesdays, and we love to whip out the Cricut machine and get to cutting. And I have so many like custom shirts now that we just made together, and they're so cute. Yesterday I made a hat with this like iridescent duochrome foil that said drag queen. It was gonna say undercover drag queen, but I didn't space it out properly when I heat pressed it. But that bitch has Megatron like heat pressing. It's this big ass pink contraption. It literally looks so industrial, and like the whole thing heats up and it presses, and has different attachments to press shirts, hats, cups. Like, I've never seen something like that. That was so portable and like it was luxe. It was rich. It was like military machinery, low key. Like, it was so cunt. If you got 6 of those lined up, bitch, you literally have a Temu factory. I don't know. I think it came from Amazon, so go look it up. That shit was fierce. It presses everything. You don't need an iron. You don't need none of that. Not sponsored, but girl, that thing was so cool. And then, obviously, the Cricut machine. She can do anything. Except, low-key, I wish a Cricut machine had a built-in printer where you could print, like, transfer paper that you could also press. Because then you would literally need nothing else but a Cricut. So, Cricut, LLC, get on that. But we made that. We were going to make shirts, but we got a little too lit. And it got a little too late. Like, one thing about us is when we're trying to work out a Cricut, we have one brain cell each. And she is running on the hamster wheel as fast as she can to get this shit working. But, honey, sometimes she's working against the alcohol, too, which is a losing battle. And so that hamster got fucking... We killed that hamster last night, I think. Like Drake and Josh, bitch. But, yeah, so it took us like 3 hours to just even get my hat going. And I think we made her a hat too. But we definitely didn't get to the shirts. And I didn't even like have my idea of what my shirt was going to be. But then the third girl at brunch, she has been wanting me to put her in drag. So, you know what? As the Make-A-Wish Foundation I had to make her dream come true. Because Lord knows how much time she has left. Lord knows how much time any of us have left. Hello. So, I had to put her up in the geesh. And my first mistake, though, was letting her do me first. And she, Miss Big, Bold, and Brash, that beauty, she thought that she could put the Misty face on me. And you know what? It was nothing of the sort. I don't know what it was. It was very much giving, what's her name from Shrek? Is her name Iris? Stepsister? Shrek. Oh, what is her name? She is not that ugly, by the way. Doris is an icon, and honestly, I do low-key give Doris a little bit, unfortunately, but it's chill. I will take that and wear it with pride. That is a badge of honor. Doris solidarity. I went to high school with a girl that looked a little bit like Doris, and that is not shade, because that bitch could throw 5, She could probably punt 6,000 bitches on across the football field, like one after the other. She could shot put like the Big Show, you know? She was that bitch. But she could do a fierce Doris Halloween costume. So I'll let her know. I'm gonna text her. But yeah. So she ended up putting me in Doris drag unintentionally. And then I put her in fierce Misty face. And she looked like such a baddie. But I was like really drunk at that point. And I was looking at her. And by the time I put the lips on, my lip line was fierce last night. Like, I was hitting that shit. I was hitting all the points, low key. I was beating her face the house down. But when I put that lip liner on, she morphed into a different person right before my eyes, and it really fucked me up. Like, I was like, who the fuck am I painting right now? Who are you? What did you turn into? But we gave that baddie a name. So she made her drag debut last night. The illustrious, wonderful, redheaded ginger of your dreams, Roxy Fox. Yo, isn't Roxy Fox a cunt ass name? And that bitch was feeling herself. I probably finished her makeup around midnight, and she was out making TikToks of her baddie ass self until 1 a.m. And then she was like, okay, I gotta go home. But she was feeling it, and that is the power of drag, y'all. That is the Nikki Tutorials power of makeup. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying she was pussy. She was feeling her puss way down deep in her soul. And she let her body lose control. That kitty girl. So, kitty girl, get your life. Work the house down for your nerves. The realness boots tea. And look at that horse. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. And remember, if you don't like gay people, they probably don't like you either. So you can shut the fuck up. Bye, everyone. Subscribe to Jackchat, please.